What's going on, y'all? It's your boy back at you with another one. And today I want to talk about how men and child support. Okay? And we're going to have some truth up here. We're going to be honest. And what I see a lot of guys do, okay, is that they have money for a new Lex, for a new Benz, for a new Act, for a new Infiniti, for an Audi. They got money for Louis Vuitton. They got money for Gucci. They got money for Ralph. They got money for Tommy. They got money for the NBA games. They got money for vacations. They got money for their women. They got money for the weed. One thing I don't understand about these guys, right? Why they never have money for condoms? I was on Facebook the other day, and I read a dude comment how he was crying about paying child support. His baby mama put him on child support. And I'm going to tell you another story. My mother was working for this temporary agency and worked for a whole week. And he picked his check up for a whole week. And he had $34. And he had the nerve to cry. My thing is this. Why are you crying about child support, but you keep having raw sex with these women? You keep impregnating them. But my motto is simple. You have to, why not buy protection? They can spend money on $200 on a pair of Jordans, but you can't spend $10 on a pack of rubbers that's going to keep you from catching the disease, and it's going to keep you from paying child support. I seen my relatives pay child support, go to jail. It's just an ongoing cycle. That why these dudes keep laying up with these women. Women that you don't think about them like that. But you just can't get protection. It just don't make sense. But the problem is, right, when these dudes got to pay child support, first thing they want to do, they want to blame the white man. They want to blame the baby mama. But you know what the problem is with men, really? Men don't really want to look at themselves. You made that decision, you got to lay up. We got to lay with them. We got to make that decision. You got to live with it. You man enough to shoot in her, you man enough to take care of that seed, right? But see, it's funny how none of these dating coaches, Kevin Samuels, why he never talk about this kind of stuff? Any man can put a woman on camera, make her look stupid. Why don't you talk about things that can help men? And this is an ongoing problem. That you keep having unprotected sex. The HIV rate is still high, even though COVID-19 is going strong. But the HIV is still in this community. It's still in the community. And they tell you, and I know the medications then got better, that you can live. My mother has a friend that has AIDS. And she's been what, 20 years and still living. But those medications have a lot of harsh side effects. Herpes, you catch that, you get that for life. Why put yourself in harm's way when all you gotta do is wear rubber? You can buy all these athletes and rappers. They can spend money on platinum chains. They can spend money on cars. They can spend money on houses and clothes. But you can't spend money on a pack of rubbers that's gonna keep the women from taking all your shit. that's gonna keep you from getting sick, that's gonna keep you from getting them sores on your penis, which is herpes. I done heard some horror stories about herpes. Why put yourself in these kind of positions? But these guys, nobody wants to talk about this. People make mistakes, but it's always somebody else. At some point, you gotta look at yourself. That is not the woman's fault, it's your fault. Because you should go to that store, you should have went to that store and got you some rubbers. They sell them at Walmart, they sell them at the pharmacy stores. It's places to get rubbers. You can get that, you can spend $50 on that weed, but you can't spend $10 on something that's gonna keep your dick from falling off or paying child support. And I really, be honest with you, I really don't feel sorry for these guys, because a lot of the time they bring everything on themselves instead of blaming somebody. That's the problem with society. It's always the white man's fault. Why it's got to be the white man's fault? Because you were stupid enough to go ruin her? You man enough to go ruin her, you man enough to take care of her. But nobody wants to talk about this, do they? We got all these fly outfits and fly phones and houses and cars, but we can't spend none on a pack of rubbers. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. Dudes work for 2 weeks and his check's $50. You brought that on yourself, bruh. And half of these women, you really didn't think they was all that anyway. But you continue to shoot up the club, right? Whose fault is that? At some point, you gotta own your failures, man. You gotta own it, okay? The only way life get better unless you own it. But blaming somebody else, where's that gonna get you? Blaming somebody else, man. I see it on YouTube all the time. That we got a lot of weak YouTubers out here. All they do is sit around and blame somebody else. I don't blame. When I talked about my ex-wife, I talked about my jobs, I talked about a lot of stuff. Bad things happen to me, you know what? I don't blame the white man, I don't blame the women, I don't blame the job, I look at myself. That's the only way life gonna get better. But these guys got all kind of excuses. Fresh to death, fresh outfits. They go to these women's houses, they got these fresh outfits on. She ain't got no rubbers. How stupid are you? Do you wonder why you keep getting half of your check? Look at these athletes getting taken to the cleaners. And all you had to do was wear some protection. And if she don't want you to use protection, that should tell you something right there, that she just looking for a meal ticket. A lot of these dudes don't want to raise these kids. They don't want to take care of these kids. Like I told you, a lot of these dudes, they want something for nothing. Like I heard this old saying, any fool with a dick can make a baby, but it takes a real man to raise his children. You put that seed on this earth, you gotta be man enough to take care of them. Half of these rappers crying every day. Stop crying. You keep nutting in these chicks. You're a sucker for doing it. Because you know half of them ain't about nothing. Only thing they care about is what they can get. Or if a dude, or for like where I live at in Virginia, it's a military town. And I look at these sailors, they suckers, man. They keep going raw in these chicks. And you know Uncle Sam gonna take care of them women. Women gonna come first. Once she get pregnant, and then she don't like you to the curb. Now she got you on child support. And for 18 years, she got a free paycheck. But then you want to sit around and blame somebody else when all you had to do was go to the store and buy you some rubbers. And I know, I get it. There are a lot of dudes like being natural. But what good is being natural, paying child support, catching AIDS or catching something that's gonna make your dick burn. I'm just being real with you. No dating coaches talk about that because we never want to hold each other accountable. Saying, keep shooting the club up. Pockets hurt. Keep going to jail, in and out of jail. When all you had to do was go to the store and buy some rubbers. That's all you had to do. But I bet you they ain't gonna talk about this. I bet you ain't nobody gonna watch this video neither. Cause people don't want to hear the truth. All these guys, all these dating coaches, all they do is sit around and blame somebody else. Woe is me. No, when you gonna look at yourself? How you preaching to me when you can't even correct yourself? A lot of these dudes blame the women. All these women ain't bad. It's your fault. That woman didn't make you lay up with her with no protection. You did it because you want to do it. But since you put that baby in the world, you got to take care of it. So don't sit around here and cry and women their thoughts and all of this stuff. We got to change it's about your decision. It's just like shooting a gun. Once that gun fire and that bullet hit somebody and kill them, you can take the bullet out the person and put it back in the gun. But what good is that going to do you? You've already killed that person. Once you make that decision, you have to live with it. Once you have sex with a woman and get her pregnant, you have to live with it. When are we going to live with stuff, man? Instead of blaming the white man, instead of blaming the female, instead of blaming our parents. I hear that all the time. My parents is the reason why I'm like this. No, it's your fault. It's your fault because you made bad decisions. Bad decisions is causing you pain. Why go through all that? Bad decisions is the reason why you have AIDS. Bad decisions is the reason why you have herpes. Bad decisions is the reason why you're broke. Stop blaming your parents. Your childhood ain't got nothing to do with you. Now you're an adult. So stop using that as an excuse. It's always somebody else's fault except ours, right? You keep going raw on these chicks. They need to clean you out for being stupid. Come on, guys, smarten up. You can go buy them new Pumas. You can go buy that white polo shirt. Why you can't buy you a pack of rubbers that's gonna keep you from paying child support, from catching AIDS, from catching a STD, catch you from being sick and save you from a lot of pain? But that's all I gotta say. That's it. Deuces.